Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Boncoin's 100x rally starts from today because the market bottom is officially in. Now I know it's been a very tough period for everybody in the market, particularly for those that are holding meme coins. But there's one thing that we can say about Boncoin: it's maintained and held its top 5 rank, and its market cap value is currently at $831 million. So everybody in the community should pat themselves on the back. But this is where the parabolic, insane super gains are made. Right now at 0.001073, this is the last time we're going to see Boncoin at this low for the very, I would say, mid to long term. So yes, even when we see that parabolic breakout on Boncoin, we should not come back to this price unless it's a complete and utter wipeout. But let's talk about where Boncoin is going next. Now, the first thing I want to say to all of you is if you've missed out on some of our DCA opportunities, some of the buy calls we gave out at the low, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on another Boncoin update. I will be updating on Boncoin daily, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, there's a few things that are going to happen next. And in fact, before I move forward, don't just take my word for it. You can see in my free Telegram group below, we predicted the upside move on the stock market, on the crypto market, before it happened yesterday. And you can find out how we knew that was going to happen, link in the description. That's a free Telegram group. So where do we go from here? Well, of course, we need to head back into this range. That's pretty much a no-brainer, right? This is like the first area in which we need to see price go. Now at this point, and that's at 0.00001645 for those of you that are listening to this on your commute, right? So that's the area where we need to go back above for everybody to feel confident and comfortable that we are actually seeing the upside move. Now by this point, and let me just draw that in, so by the time we move into this area here, which will happen in a flash, a move like this can happen in under 24 hours. We're already seeing this with some coins in the market already. Now once we move above this area, this is where the frenzy buying starts. So this is when everybody starts piling in, starts adding positions. Those that are maybe down on Boncoin start saying, okay, I need to start buying. Of course, people are going to be in the meme coin market. Dogecoin will rip, Shiba Inu will go up, Pepe will go up, right? Meme coins will basically go through the roof. And then essentially everybody's trying to scramble and get in on these meme coins before they do those 10, 20x's plus. Now, that's the area. This is why we are well positioned at this area, because we know once that move happens, people are going to frenzy buy. Now, once that happens, I wouldn't even be concerned really anymore about our short-term targets. So for example, going back up to 0.000237, which is, I think, about 200% away from where we are now. Let's have a look. About 150%. So these are all small targets. We should hit this inevitably. But the exciting part is Boncoin going into price discovery mode. And that's what we think happens next, and that's what we are preparing for. So we've completely skipped out on all these micro targets. We won't be taking any profit at this area. We break all-time highs at 0.00006029. We see Boncoin go completely parabolic, go into price discovery mode, and head up to the target that we've had mapped out since the start of the year, and that is at 0.00012902. And from where we currently are now, that is a 10x, guys. Again, it sounds like a small gain, but it's not. $1,000 buy right now, if price hits this target, right? Let me just highlight that for you guys. If price does hit this target, well, that is a 10x, which means $1,000 makes you $10,000. That's a $9,000 profit. $10,000 at this area. If price hits this area, that's a $90,000 profit. So these aren't small gains, and in fact, these are just our short-term targets. I think once Boncoin gets above that 7-8 billion dollar market cap, which is where it will be at once price hits this area, I actually think Bonk's going to end up entering the 19, 20, 30, $40 billion market cap realm. And this is where the real fun starts. This is where the 100x's are made. And in fact, for the first time ever, I'm actually going to reveal that one of those targets for you. And that is at 0.000022824. So that's an exclusive. This is the area we think we hit after we end up achieving this target price. And from this area here, that's an upside move of 77%. And this is where we could potentially start to see price top out. It could even be lower than that. And then we see the rally on the next major market upside move, right? We're going to see which area that's going to be. But ultimately now we're just preparing for the breakout. And I'll be honest with all of you, this is your opportunity to make life-changing gains, to not only change your life, but your family's life forever. So if you're interested in joining this journey with us, number one, you need to make sure you're subscribed. I would urge you all to join our free Telegram group below. This is where I actually told everyone we were deploying cash into the market before the market started to break out. So again, make sure you're in that free Telegram group. The link is in my description. If you don't have the Telegram app downloaded, you won't be able to join. So download the app and then click the link below. And last but not least, this is what I'll say to all of you. Right now, people are entering the market. Macro is entering the market. Institutional investors are entering the market. And just like we saw certain projects yesterday go up 20, 30%, the next major market moves are going to be 100, 200, 300% moves, which means even if you decided to enter Boncoin, let's say you decide to enter Boncoin at this area here, which is 0.000198. Let's just say you went on the sidelines and you decide to buy in at this price, which is, from where we currently are now, about an 84 percentage point move. Well, guess what? To our next major target, you now make, instead of a 10x, you only make 277%, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. In fact, sorry, that's the wrong target. Let me bring price up. That would be a 5x, so 544%. So you basically cut your gains by 40%, over 40%, which is insane. So instead of making that $9,000 profit, you're only going to make 4.5 or just below that. And that's the power of getting in early. And remember, these upside moves are going to happen in a flash. Before you can even blink, we're going to see the market at these areas. So I would start getting prepared right this second. Again, for those of you that are interested in diving deeper into all of this, join the free Telegram group now, link in my description. And last but not least, remember, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. Until next update, guys, seize the day.